Well, good evening, everyone. You know, the first note that I got was that I had to make this a little bit more fun, so hopefully we accomplished that. Well, I want to thank all of you for coming to the Outfest Legacy Awards Gala. Buenas noches y gracias a todos por venir esta noche. As the new executive director of Outfest, it means so much to see such an incredible cross-section of our industry, our community, and our familia represented here tonight. Second, I just wanted to thank all of you for the most amazing quinceañera this Latina ever could have expected for his first gala. And you even got the rainbow Cadillac for me. There's no mariachis, but we'll work on that for next year, okay? This evening, our honorees, Tanya, MJ, and the Scout team all represent some of the brightest, bravest badasses in this industry. I am humbled and awed by the power of their storytelling to create deep and meaningful, lasting change. Since its beginnings in 1982, the Outfest Los Angeles LGBTQ+ and Fusion People of Color film festivals have showcased more than 10,000 films in over 40 languages from every corner of the world. We've helped launch, it's insane, right? We've helped launch the careers of filmmakers such as Gus Van Sant, Dee Rees, and Jamie Babbitt, to name just a few. Outfest has archived and preserved more than 40,000 films and has restored over 20 narrative and documentary films with our Outfest UCLA Legacy Project. Come on, that's insane, right? Our Outfest Forward programs, which includes our transacting workshops and both the Fusion and Outfest screenwriting labs, have educated, trained, and mentored over 1,000 emerging storytellers, creators, and crew. And on top of all of that, our Outset Young Filmmakers project has helped lift the lives of hundreds of youth through art and arts education, many of whom were homeless or had limited access to programs of this kind. The Outset program gives young people from 16 to 24 a crucial new set of skills, confidence, and support systems. If there's one thing I've learned over the course of my career, though, it's that organizations have to evolve and innovate in an intentional and responsive way to communities that they serve and to the times that we live in. Unfortunately, as we sit here tonight, there are people in power in Washington, in our state capitals, and across the country who are actively working to reverse the progress we have made and to silence our voices and to turn back the clock. Well, guess what? We are never going back. The importance of our mandate really hit home when I read the 2019 GLAAD Acceptance Index report this year. I thought to myself, how is it even remotely possible that acceptance of our community has dropped amongst young people for the first time in history nationally? Youth are supposed to be our litmus for a better future, not our wake-up call. You must be able to reach out and help queer young people outside of the LA and New York bubble. But on a much more positive note, a few weeks ago at our Outfest outdoor screening series at downtown's Grand Park just down the road, I watched people from all walks of life come together and enjoy a film series that reflected a diversity of coming out stories by kids and teens. I saw parents on screen and their guardians struggle to find the best way to respond with the right words, actions, and compassion. They may not have found the right words, those perfect ways, but the conversation and the caring had began. I kept thinking, God, I wish my parents had seen those films when I was a teenager. And I asked the hundreds of attendees if anyone else had found the same, and suddenly hands from across the audience jutted up. That craving for empathy is exactly what so many of us are missing. The Outfest Empathy Campaign is a 3-year philanthropic campaign that will culminate on our 40th anniversary in 2022 and will fund 3 critical new initiatives. Outfest Campus, which is a major expansion of our existing Outfest Forward professional development programs designed to reach thousands of kids and young adults who will be mentored by industry experts in our fields. Outfest on the Road, which will be a travel program that will bring the same magic of Grand Park and our Outfest film festivals to Main Street parks and cinemas all across America. Pretty badass. And finally, Outfest Always On, a digital collective of programs that includes a new resource-rich filmmaker-first web destination, which if you've seen our website in a while, is in desperate need of changing to be a more adept at fulfilling the needs of storytellers. Thank you, I love that sound. Quinceañera, quinceañera. An Outfest content streaming shorts channel, wouldn't that be badass? And an Outfest alumni and LGBTQIA+ crew and talent digital directory for the entertainment industry. Tonight, we are calling on you, our own community, to be a part of Outfest's new era. Outfest is many things, but her heartbeat is unabashedly and unapologetically queer, and that means that we get to paint outside the lines or make the picture that does not represent all of who we are. We know what an important mission that we have to undertake. Empathy is not passive. People who want or need empathy don't just need us to understand. They need us to take action. Thank you all for being here today and enabling us to take that action. Please join us now in laying the groundwork for the Outfest next 40 years and get ready to open your wallets, open your hearts, and honestly, for anything else, you're gonna have to grab one of the confessionals in one of the corners. Thank you.